The locker room scandal. It was a Tuesday afternoon, right in the middle of fifth period, when Principal Sterling's voice came over the intercom. It sounded hollow, like he was holding back a panic attack. All varsity and junior varsity female athletes are to report to the auditorium immediately. All other students and staff are to remain in their rooms until further notice. I looked at my teammate Maya. We were still in our track gear. We followed the stream of girls into the auditorium, noticing that the female coaches were standing by the doors looking physically ill. The lockdown. Once the doors were locked, we saw 3 women in suits standing on the stage. Principal Sterling stepped to the mic, his hands visibly shaking. "Ladies," he began, "last night, a maintenance worker discovered a series of high-definition motion-activated cameras hidden inside the vents and smoke detectors of the girls' varsity locker rooms and the athletic showers. The room didn't just go quiet, it went cold. My heart started hammered against my ribs. I had been in those showers every day for the last 2 months. These were not just recording," a woman stepped forward, introducing herself as a lead investigator from the targeted list. The officers began calling names. When they got to mine and about 15 other girls, mostly from the swim and track teams, they moved us into the choir room next door. The investigator sat us down. "We recovered a subscriber list," she said, her voice dropping. "There was a premium tier. Your lockers were specifically targeted because the person behind this was tracking your practice schedules. They knew exactly when you'd be changing." I felt sick. How did they know our specific times? "We moved our practices constantly to avoid the heat. Only someone with access to the master athletic calendar could have known." The reveal. An hour later, the final announcement came. The school was surrounded by news vans. Principal Sterling returned to the stage, looking like a ghost. "The investigation has led to the arrest of 2 individuals," he said, his voice cracking. "Coach Henderson, the head of the athletic department." A collective gasp hit the room. Henderson had been like a father figure to half the girls there. "And his accomplice Leo Sterling, the varsity quarterback, and my son." The room exploded into screams and crying. Leo, the golden boy who had been scouted by every Ivy League school, the guy who sat at the head of the popular table and dated the lead cheerleader. He didn't just have the keys to the gym, he had his father's master keycard to every vent, closet, and locker in the building. He had been selling his own classmates to strangers online while leading us in team-building exercises every morning. This is just one story. Subscribe for more hidden truths.